portable video. Okay. Let me go look at Rusty's for a while. Oh, what's he looking at? Oh, I gotta put. I didn't have my mic on. I mean, my speakers on. Yeah, was that Hadley Real area? 14? Oh, 15. Okay. If I can see to find the same spot.
Jack, I hear you also.
Okay, I had my speakers off. Makes it hard to hear. I couldn't hear anything you were saying. What a dummy.
I'm going to have to turn my mic off on your channel because it reverberates back through. Then I can't hear you. But if I hear you, then it feeds into my.
Okay. All right, so let me see. Rusty was looking at the Apollo 15 landing site. So let me see if I can. That's right up in here, I think is where he was. Where is he? Let me go to his broadcast. Okay. Yeah, I'm not nearly as. Yeah, my focus is soft because of the atmosphere. Yeah, yours is so much better, Rusty. Yeah, Rusty is at F10.
Where I've got the mark there is the Apollo 15 landing site, kind of in that keyhole.
Zoom in on mine to see. I don't know if I can zoom in. I see where he's pointing at, but the atmosphere is not going to support it here. Here's the crater, so he's saying it's right about here is where it is. Let me increase exposure a hair. I don't think I'm going to be able to steady this. Let me see if I stack two, if it makes a difference. Okay, that's an average of 2. Okay. Yeah, Teresa, if you're there, this is an average of 3 millisecond images to try to steady the atmosphere because the atmosphere is bouncing so badly. Let me unclick it. It's just bouncing like crazy. Tomorrow night's probably going to be better. The front went through today, and the winds, the trees, everything was shaking like crazy today. I told Rocco I was going to play with this. Yeah, Rusty he's at F10 and I'm at F5, but he has a smaller chip in his camera. That's why he has effectively more power. It's a nice image though. Be a lot nicer if the atmosphere was a little steadier. I'm going to take I'm going to put the spacer in. I'm going to create another folder. Let's see, where's my computer? Another one, new folder, moon. I'm going to add the spacer. Okay, yeah, I'm going to add the spacer in so I get a little bit more power, a little bigger field of view. Let's see how that works out. Okay. It has lots of threads. Okay, put the spacer on. 10mm spacer. Okay. Going back in. Let me stop the capture. Capture, stop capture. Now let me focus. That'll be in. Nope. Out. Okay, let me shorten the exposure now because okay. Hi, Rusty. Yeah, I'm playing with a bunch of different focal reducers on the DS16c. This is the universe focal reducer with the 10mm spacer, and I want to now start grabbing some frame. Rock and I were talking today about different focal reducers for this camera. So, okay, and I want to save this. Focal reducer with spacer, apply, OK. Capture, auto capture. So starting to capture images. Welcome back. So I'm at about F 4.5, Rusty, I'm guessing right now. Because I have the Universe 0.5 focal reducer and the 10 millimeter spacer on. Trying to see what gives the best image. I'm gonna go back to that. The atmosphere is really terrible tonight, though. That's the problem. Let me zoom in on that Apollo site you were talking about earlier. Yeah, I think this focal reducer gives a better reduction than the other one. Yeah, it is crisper. Let me increase the exposure a little bit. I'm at 2 milliseconds now. Let me see if I can tweak focus. But yeah, Rusty, I was saying the front just went through today around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So it was really windy at sunset. My atmosphere is not nearly as steady as yours. You can tell your atmosphere is rolling a little bit, but nothing like mine. I'm looking forward to trying out the new monochrome version of this camera. Yeah, we had a front came through yesterday around 10 in the morning, and then it cleared up, and I thought it was going to be nice the rest of the day, and then all of a sudden it clouded up again, and they said here comes round number 2, and the front came through last night, and it rained all last night until about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Yeah, Rusty, you really have a nice image. Yep. Yeah, you got it a little bit earlier than we did. And I think Rock's going to get it tonight, tomorrow. And so is Teresa. Oh, you really zoomed in. I could zoom in here, but zoom in to try to match it. Maybe one more click. But yeah, I'm not going to be able to get the same steadiness that you have. It's Play-Doh, right? Yep. Yep. Yeah, Rusty's got, he's marking Plato on his broadcast, and I was looking at Plato. Just, it's, his is so much steadier. Flare notice? Oh, iridium flare. I'm just wondering if I dare take, see when I zoom out, this exposure of 2.5 milliseconds is too much. Then I have to drop it down to about, that's a, right around 2. That's 2 milliseconds there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the capturing, and I'm going to take the focal reducer out and go at F10. So let me capture, stop capture. So I've stopped imaging capture, but it's still going to show an image. Let me get my adapter. Okay. Then I'll swing over to Jupiter after I get this was a good test with these focal reducers that I wanted to do. Okay, let me go over to the camera. Loosen that, take it out, take this focal reducer out. Okay, it's out. Dust cap. T-mount adapter. Okay, now I'm at F10. Let me focus if I can. I'll have to increase the exposure too. Let's see. Other way. Okay, so let me. And a much higher power and body atmosphere is really going to bounce it around. Let me create a new folder. New folder. Moon. No focal reducer. And may the 4th be with you. Okay, let's see. Okay. Rusty, if you're listening to me, I'm going to F10 also. Let me see. Options, preferences, capture. Oh, wait, no. Cancel. Auto record. Stop. No focal reducer. Okay. DSC. No focal reducer. Delete. Apply. Okay. Options. Image. Capture. Okay. So I'm at F10. I have to increase the exposure now. I was at like 2 milliseconds. So I'll have to go to That's 3.3, roughly 3.3 milliseconds. Okay, I'm getting better lunar detail because I don't have to zoom as much, but the atmosphere is still the killer. Trying to tweak focus. Oh, Eratosthenes. Let me move it up. Okay, I got Eratosthenes now in the center of my field of view, and let me increase the exposure time from 3 milliseconds to. Okay, now I'm at 9 milliseconds. So I'm centered on Eratosthenes too. All right. Oh, okay. I thought it looked like Play-Doh too, but you okay? I'm zoomed at 75% now. Let's see. I can go a little bit longer. Because it kind of waits up. It's past. Oh, God, I'm blocking part of the scope. I was looking through about a 5-inch telescope just now. Okay. Yeah, moon is looking pretty nice tonight. Oh, I'm looking at that like a lava flow line at the base of the mountain range just above this crater. For a non-steady night, it looks pretty good at f10. F10 does help resolve the detail in between the atmosphere rolling. The mountain chain looks really nice now. Let me see where the crosshairs are relative to the moon. Let me raise the telescope a little. Okay. Okay, my finder's off. Okay. Let me see what else I can look at. Let's see, what is that? I reduce the exposure. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, Lord. Need to get my lunar map running. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see, all apps, that'll be under V, Virtual Moon Atlas, right? V. Virtual Moon Atlas. And let me move it over to this other screen, hopefully. Okay, so what are we looking at down here at the bottom? Too bad the Atlas doesn't zoom in as much as there. Oh, it's Clavius. Okay, that's Clavius right in the middle now. It's Clavius with Rutherford. That's Rutherford. And Porter. Let me get my Epic pen. Clavius. I can't write. Right. And then this is Porter. God, that son of a gun. Where's my eraser? I wish I could write with a mouse. Boy, look at the atmosphere. That's Porter there. And then you have Rutherford. Right there. The other two craters inside are Clavius C, the small one, and Clavius D, the big one, next to Rutherford. Very interesting. So let me erase the slate. Let me look at Rusty's. Yeah, he's not zoomed in as much as I am. I'm going to back up a little. Okay. Okay. So the difference is an 8-inch scope versus an 11. And then Rusty has a camera with a much smaller sensor. I think now I may try to get Jupiter. So I'm going to image stop capture. And tonight I'm using the hand controller on the mount. So let's see. Object 1, solar system 4, Jupiter is 6. Go to. Oh no. That's wrong. No, I didn't want to pick Mars. I picked the wrong object. Menu. 1. No. Menu. 4. Jupiter is 6. Go to. Okay. I was trying to figure out why was the mount going to the southwest. Okay. Okay, my alignment is way off tonight. Okay, getting there. Okay. Turn the red light off to save the battery. Yep. Okay. Let me change the exposure. Yeah, I'm over on Jupiter now. Let me create a folder. New folder, Jupiter. Okay. I gotta tweak focus and let me play with color. So exposure time, sequence, color adjust. Let's see. Saturation maybe. Twenty-eight, 28, 17, 13. Let's see what happens when I do that. Okay. So I did an auto white balance on Jupiter. Now let me try to tweak focus. Okay. Where's the histogram? Okay, Rusty, let me. All right, all right. The hardest part is attaining focus. I didn't look at sky tools to see what's going on with Jupiter tonight. Let me Let me see where Sky Tools is. Sky Tools 3. Okay, I just started Sky Tools 3. Put it on monitor 2. And let me go to Jupiter and let me do an interactive atlas. And of course, that's going to go nutso. Drag that onto the other monitor. And right now the time is what? 9:19. And there's absolutely nothing going on Jupiter. Just like it shows. Oh, I should have made me a cup of coffee. Oh, Lord, let me see if I can tweak focus. Okay. Okay, what was that pop? Rusty, your mood looked better than mine, but I'm thinking my Jupiter is a little bit more steady than yours, so it's kind of like my exposure right now is 8 milliseconds. It's hard to tweak out this. Yeah, I lowered the white point too much. Let me go. I can zoom into 100%, but it's. Am I capturing images? No, I didn't. Options, preferences, auto capture, Jupiter. Jupiter no focal reducer, and I'm going to capture those into the Jupiter folder. Okay, apply. I had a potential customer who wanted to know about how well did the DS16c work on Jupiter and the Moon. I guess I have some images to share with him. I mean, this looks very similar to what the Sky Tool shows. The Sky Tool shows a very bland Jupiter. Where is Io? Io is. Okay, there's Io on the right top. That's Io. So then I have to match. Let me see if I got them in the right orientation now. Yes, okay, that's right. Okay, so that matches. It was Io just to the lower left of Jupiter. Let me see if I can write that in while I'm here. And this is Europa. And I think this is Ganymede. Okay. Okay. You're showing the same three moons, Rusty. Just I did a flip to get them to match Sky Tools. And let me go back to the short exposure. Okay. I'm realizing I had my map flipped, and that's why I had my Sky Tool maps flipped. So let me go back. Starting to get a little cool out here tonight. Okay. That matches the view now. Okay. When will anything interesting happen? Let's see. Any shadow transits predicted? So Io is going to get further away. Yep, Io is moving away. It's going to be, see, when will the no red spot, nothing. I'm at 2 o'clock tomorrow morning, still nothing really nice happening. And 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the red spot's on the disk. So I'm not going to wait till 4 in the morning. Oh, Lord. Rusty's at 1/250th of a second, which is 4 thousandths. I'm at 8 thousandths. I've got twice the exposure. Yeah, you know, the good stuff occurs on Jupiter way early tomorrow morning. And no, that's not going to be me. That's the full frame view of Jupiter at f10 on an 11-inch scope with this big chip. Really need a Barlow. Well, you zoom in to, that's 60%. Let me see if I can tweak it any better. Let's see. Color bit. Yeah. And the other thing is the pixels. Yeah, Rusty, you're at 1x. I'm going to zoom out to if I show the whole field of mine and compare it to yours, it's my disk is about half the size as yours, showing the whole image. Let me see if I can do any more tweaking on the image, trying to eke out some detail. The histogram, I mean, the only thing you can adjust is the white point, and it blows out the at 125 is the best on the histo. Black level, I have it, I think, at mid-range about, yeah. Atmosphere started rolling again. High frame rate. Boy, atmosphere just started bouncing again. Well, as soon as it captures another 50 images, I'm gonna shut it down for tonight. I just wanted to check and test the camera with the focal reducer, and it seems to be doing pretty well. I'll have a video to upload to YouTube also.